Hello, and welcome to another 15 minutes with me, Michelle. So glad you guys are here with me today. And um, I'm just gonna start out this video today with a little disclosure that I have had some low energy these last I don't know, couple 2 3 weeks, and so I don't know if anybody else can relate. I don't know if it's the spring weather, because I have heard that the spring does sometimes bring in like some seasonal depression, and I don't know that it's seasonal or situational or a combination of the two, but I just wanted to share that in case anybody else was feeling the way that I'm feeling, just a little down and sad and blue. I was talking to a coworker about it before I came on a little bit earlier, and he was saying that we're still kind of in a really weird place just in our worlds. We haven't quite gotten back to what used to be normal, and I think we're all still. I'll just speak for myself. I feel like I'm still trying to find what normal looks like, and if anybody knows what normal looks like, if you could just share that with me, because my normal is not normal anymore. It's anything but. So just wanted to share that with you in case you guys are like thinking that I'm looking like my energy level is low. It is. It's a little low, but I'm still here for you guys, and we're in it together. So I hope you liked today's quote. I know that Tuesday was the first day of spring, so we have warmer days coming. But I liked today's quote because it couldn't be more relevant to the next few days of weather that we're supposed to have. In the spring, I've counted 136 different kinds of weather inside of 24 hours. That is so true. And that is by Mark Twain. And he wrote The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, and he also wrote The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Two books that I think are still out in publication. I don't know. I thought I'd heard at one point they got banned, but I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if anyone can confirm that or not. So I want to talk about last week's quiz. I hope you enjoyed my quiz questions last week, or my trivia questions, I should say. The first question was, what is the tagline for the breakfast cereal Lucky Charms? And it's the leprechaun, and he says, they're magically delicious. I don't know if he sings it or that's the song. I was watching some other video, and they were talking about how we all not we all, but people perceive things one way, and then you go back and you look, and it's completely different. So he might be singing that line, or he might not. That might just be my imagination that I thought he sang it. But I know that's what the tagline is because I looked it up. Number two, according to folklore, what is a leprechaun's occupation? And a leprechaun's occupation, believe it or not, he's a shoemaker. He must make slippers. And what are those elf shoes called? Elf shoes. I think, is a leprechaun an elf? That I don't know. I'm gonna put that down. Well, no, I think these questions that I want to give to you guys is always optional. Like, I have to give you choices, and I don't know what the choices would be. Number three, we'll move on. What is the official currency of Ireland? That is the euro. And does anybody know what the current value of the euro is versus the value of the dollar? Which one is worth more? That I do not know. But there you go. Today's quiz trivia questions are geared towards the quote, which was about spring. So my trivia, of course, will be about spring. Number one. Spring typically begins on the 20th of March or the 21st of March. This year, spring started on the 19th, which was last Tuesday, or this past Tuesday. Why was that? Do you know the answer to that? Number 2, what expression do we use when we are referring to the month of March? We say something about March. There's an expression that is used. Do you know what it is? If you do, put it in the comments. Number 3, and this again also has to do with the weather. We might have a new answer based on the weather in the next few days, but what is the most snow Illinois has had in the month of March? I'll give you 3 guesses on that one because I like to do that. Do you think the most snow that we've had in March has been 10 inches? Do you think the most snow we've had has been 23 inches? Or do you think the most snow that we've had in March has been 31 inches? 10, 23, or 31? Which one do you think it is? Give me your best guess. Last week when I was talking to you guys, we were talking about the spring cleaning, and that was a very interesting conversation. I had some people tell me that we were talking about cleaning the sheets or the bed clothes, as they're called. And people were saying that they clean their bedclothes every week. And so obviously that was not a spring cleaning task. But it was very interesting that, that's the general rule, I guess, is you change your linens every week. So today we're going to talk about, that's really all I have to say about that. Today we're going to talk about yard spring cleanup. So we talked about the in-house cleanup. Now we're going to talk about the outside cleanup. Now, while it's not quite time to do the official cleanup, it's not time to clean up your flower beds. It is not time to, lay down new mulch or put down bulbs or anything like that. Don't go crazy. The weather certainly is not warranted for us to be doing those kinds of things. That's more towards May. And I believe the rule of thumb, I've probably said it before on my live, is Mother's Day. That's the rule of thumb. Is Mother's Day is when you really go crazy on getting all of your plants and putting them in your pots and da-da-da-da-da. So this is more about spring, it's this kind of weather. It's almost fallish kind of weather where it's still cool, but it's not freezing. I mean, sometimes it's freezing, but we want to be outside, and the days are kind of warm, the nights are kind of cool. So this is more about like maybe getting your backyard straightened up, like your deck if you have one, your patio, those kinds of areas, and you want to maybe create a nice, cozy, inviting outdoor space, especially with a couple of holidays coming up. We've got Easter right around the corner here, and obviously we had spring, so that's over with. April, I don't know what's going on in April, but you might want to start having people over. The days are getting longer. After a baseball game, after a practice or something, you have a neighbor over. You might want to have them over, a little party. So get that yard ready, get the backyard ready, the patio. And so what could you do for that? Well, you might want to invest in or bring out a heat source if you have one, or you might want to buy one, such as a tabletop fireplace, or maybe those space heaters, those big tall space heaters that they have at like CD and Me or your restaurants. I like the tabletop ones. I don't know how much heat they give off. I don't know that I've actually ever been at a table that has had, it's like a centerpiece fireplace. It's fancy. Does it give off heat? That I don't know, but they are nice to look at. The other thing is maybe a chimenea. Maybe you could even cook pizzas in that chimenea. I don't really know, but those are really nice if you want to invest in something like that. Or fireplace, obviously, like an outdoor fire pit, if you have it. That's something right there. The other thing is you maybe remove the covers from your outdoor furniture, or maybe even invest in a nice sturdy piece of outdoor furniture. You can do that now. I don't know what the prices are. If they're, I don't even really know if they're out yet, but maybe you could. But just be careful. Use your weather resistant cushions, and maybe you might want to have some storage for your cushions because the winds pick up. So have somewhere to put those cushions when you're not using them. The other thing is maybe you might want to invest in a nice outdoor rug and lay that down. That will create some real cozy space there. Maybe get a couple cozy blankets and pillows. And then again, also put those in storage when you're not using them. Maybe you have maybe you have a pergola or some sort of pavilion outdoors. And I see a lot of times they put the string and then they have the curtains. Those provide some protection from the elements. So that's always a nice thing to do. Outdoor curtains or privacy screens, what have you. And then maybe some ambient light. Maybe those electric candles. I've seen people take old chandeliers and they put battery operated lights in them. It looks so cozy and inviting. And then again, the sturdy, comfortable furniture. I see a lot of that lounge couch kind of stuff that people are having now instead of like the tables of, obviously the picnic tables. They never go out of style, do they? I mean, you can always have a nice picnic table, but a lot of people are investing in furniture specifically for the outdoors. So then it goes to reason. Where do you get your outdoor furniture at? Is it even time for outdoor furniture? Am I jumping the gun? I don't really know. I don't really think so. I think spring is here. So when spring is here, we act accordingly, and that means we're outdoors more. So all right, here's the question. I'm going to put it online. Where do you buy your outdoor furniture? Where do you buy your outdoor furniture? Number one is Amazon. I mean, how many people solely shop by Amazon? That should be one of my questions, because I think there are people out there that only shop through UPS, Amazon. I think I've said it before. I am not one of those people that only shop by Amazon. I have gotten a few things from there recently, and yes, I admit it's quite convenient to all of a sudden have something at your door that you didn't have to go out and get, especially if the weather is inclement. However, I'm one of those people that likes to be in the stores. I like to touch it. I like to feel it. I like to, see the physical part of it. Not all things, but a lot of things. Okay, so do you buy your things at Amazon? I just went down a little bit of a tangent on the Amazon thing, so sorry. Do you go to Amazon or on some other online place? I know there's a lot of cool online stores that kind of cater to outdoor decor and furniture. Do you buy your stuff at like a Home Depot, a Menards, things of that nature? Or do you go to somewhere like Home Goods? Now, last year, was it last year or 2 years ago, I got two very, very nice teak lounge chairs from Home Goods, and they were very reasonably priced. I was quite pleased with my purchases. But then, of course, I had to get the cushions. The cushions were almost as much as the teak lounge chairs because these cushions are expensive. If anybody knows, they can back me up on that. So, all right. Well, that concludes my 15 minutes with you guys. I hope that next week when I'm here, my energy will be better. And thank you for watching. I am a realtor. If you have any realtor questions or needs, please let me know. I'm also a yoga instructor. If you think that yoga will help you with your energy, let me know. It has helped me with mine. I can only imagine how much lower or how much moodier I would be if I didn't have my yoga. It's been a saving grace, I will say that. So I thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye.